Welcome back, everybody. Hey, you know, on March the 28th, the Small Business Expo is going to take place. It's a Saturday expo, and it's going to take place. It's going to be providing tools and tips towards starting a business. You're going to love it. You want to know how to make some more money? Put some more money in your pocket? Like I was with Funkmaster Flex the other night. I said, hey, you know, you got change for this 20? He pulled out a big knot out of his pocket. So, oh, yeah. I said, wow, okay. Joining us to share more, we have Charisma Dezzoni, entrepreneur, speaker, coach, and radio host. We welcome you to the show.
Thank you, thank you. I'm happy to be
How are
here.
you?
I'm great, thank you.
All right. So what radio station are you with?
I actually do an internet-based radio show called Carib Voice Radio. And there's an app, anyone can tune in, but I work with a gentleman called Aubrey Padmore who runs the station. And every Monday evening at 7 p.m., I host a show called Life, Living in Full Existence, excuse me.
Oh, good.
And my show is to speak to women who are in entrepreneurial roles or supportive roles, who have by some sort of circumstance or happenstance got into a business for themselves. Like for myself, I wasn't always an entrepreneur. I worked, had a 9-to-5, loved it, but life happened.
Yeah.
And I found myself with more bills than money. I got laid off. And I had to figure it out very quick. And so a friend of mine introduced me to a coffee business. It made all the sense in the world. I was late most days getting to work because I was waiting at Starbucks. And so coffee seemed the right thing to do, so I did distribution from home and then took my business and moved it into the Bronx incubator, where I now have a small coffee kiosk, the banknote building over in Hunts Point. And so I have access to over 3,000 persons in that building. I run a small coffee station that's a grab and go. And I speak to people about getting out of their way to do something to create purpose for their lives. Most days people just, as a New Yorker, you know, we don't smile, we don't speak, we get on the train, we go through our mundane day-to-day without really doing something that fulfills us. A job you're just doing in exchange for services, you know, money. But what do you like to do? I don't believe that wealth is necessarily about the money, but it's also about the knowledge and what you're getting from somebody else and what you're giving to yourself and what you're lending to others and what are you giving to your kids so that you can create a legacy. And that's it. And so with the event that I'm having on the 28th, after being in an incubator for probably about the last 6 months, which is a dynamic environment for somebody who's looking to start a small business. But there's from conversations that I've had with folks, you know, how do you get started? Everybody may not be a
That's the big question. How do you get started?
Right.
And that's the most important step, too.
Right.
To start it. I mean, you got the ideas and everything, but how do you move forward, you know?
You just do it.
Yeah. You know what? Oh, I was interviewing, well, not really interviewing, we were just talking, myself and LL Cool J, backstage at one of the concerts. And I was just getting little comments from different stars from, you know, around the area. And I said, LL Cool J, what do you tell people, you know, in our business who want to get started? I mean, who just want to do what we do? He looked at me and said, just do it. He said, that's all I got to say, just do it.
Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the how. Worry about your why. Why do you want to do it?
Yeah.
That's the most important thing, because the why is what will carry you. And just do it.
But I said to myself at the time, I said, wow, that's easy for you to say, but, you know, it's tough for a lot of people. Once you pass that certain plateau, you know, but he's absolutely right, and you're right, too, because God gave you 2 feet. You got to put 1 foot in front of the other and step to what you want to do. But come with the ammo, come with the information and the passion and the burning desire to get you where you need to go, or to help get you where you need to go. And all of those things will come to you to help support what you want to do in life.
Exactly.
But don't come with your focus all over the place.
All over the place.
You got to narrow that focus down and get to it.
And get to it.
Yeah.
And that's it. And so, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a job. You know, Monday through Friday, people have to pay the bills. But so many people want to have extra income, earn more. And so what do? You know, I tell people to make plans and goals. Do it in 30 to 60-day increments. This way you're not biting off too much. Make a plan, but in the same time you have to have activity, because the two go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other.
Right, right. Think about what you want to do and then just sit on it.
Right.
God already gave you all the blessings you're ever going to need. So all you have to do is activate those blessings.
Yes, everybody has a purpose, and he didn't put you here to be a failure.
That's right. So what made you want to get involved in this? I mean, you know, you worked a 9 to 5, and you said, you know what, let me get out and start my own business. I could spend all the time, instead of spending all my time with this company, I could spend all my time on my own thing.
I felt if I was going to work just as hard for somebody else, why not put all that effort in to me? Plus, the other part was when I was looking for a job, I could not find one to pay me the same amount of money that I was making. Being of a certain age and having had extensive work history, that cost too much. And more companies are looking to downsize, pay less, or whatever. I wanted more. So why should I settle for less? Do it for myself.
Downsize, pay less, get interns, part-timers, where you don't have to give them benefits. And
Consultants would call it what, yes. But, you know, I can still be a key player. Just do it for myself. And at the same time, I'm teaching other people, share my stories. Stories help people. You know, I can't teach somebody to be an entrepreneur, but I can share my story. I have other people share their story to inspire others.
Right. She's writing something on the pad there, but it's way too much for her to fit on that pad. But she wants to ask you, what can we expect on March the 28th? On
March the 28th, I anticipate there being a myriad of vendors who will be there to share what their businesses are, share with other folks. There'll be people passing through who can interface. Small business is a community. And that's the other thing that we forget when we're starting our business, that we think about just me, me, me. I'm going to do this all by myself. But you need people around you to support you. McDonald's and Walmart have their money.
That's right.
Okay? They're at their plateau.
Right.
We're still elevating to get there. And so when you create those conversations with other people, I may have a service that may not necessarily apply to you, but you have a network of people behind you that I have no access to. By just engaging in the conversation and sharing with you what I have, you can then tell somebody else and refer me, and vice versa. So it's important that we have those open lines of communication and understand that small business is not about silos, but about a community. And, you know, Bronx is great, but we have 5 boroughs. You know, we have a state. We have a whole country, United States. And
a whole world.
Whole world. You know, businesses are not just about being right here, but the internet allows you to connect with people globally.
Yes. Yeah.
So there'll be workshops, there'll be vendors, there'll be information on the financial aspect, the legal aspect, understanding social media, hashtags, keywords. What are you doing to get your business out there? So hopefully from this particular event, this can be something that happens monthly where the conversation can keep going and we can keep inviting more people and it grows to be bigger and bigger.
That's excellent. Now, you're a motivational coach and speaker and all of that stuff.
Yes.
What are some of the things that you talk about? What, if you go to like a school or a corporation and, the places that you speak at, what's one of the hot topics, the hot subjects that
Mostly my coaching is one-to-one, and I just encourage people to start small, do what feels good for you. The elephant, don't eat the whole, don't eat it whole, one piece at a time. Yeah. But do what feels good to you. If you're doing, don't even worry about the money. The money will come. Because if you have the passion and the love, that's all that matters. All of that stuff will flow because it's a process. That's just like the lotto. You hit the lotto today, the money is gone because there was no process in getting there. But when you develop yourself, you have the right tools, it just comes easier. And it's something that will give you more satisfaction, I think, than anything else.
And whatever a man or woman thinketh, they becometh. Yes.
Yes.
So you got to really think about and focus on what you want to do. Because I know, as a young person, see, I'm still talking about a young person, but as a young person, that focus is so wide. I know the way it was for me with the boxing and the football and the basketball and all the things I wanted to get involved in, the DJing and biology and chemistry and all that stuff. And you couldn't possibly take all of that stuff and...
No, you may not be able to take all of that.
But you can use a little bit from each one to focus on that one thing that you want to do.
And that's the wealth of knowledge.
Yes, yes.
No one could have told you about it unless you experienced it. So that's where the wealth comes in. because it's from your experiences.
You're going to be talking more about this on your TV show? I mean, your radio show?
I speak about this on my radio show. I look for, if anybody wants to participate on the radio show, I'm happy to have them on.
How do we get involved?
You can contact me directly, but 917-721. 2118. Or you can also go on caribvoiceradio.org, and there's a link to participate in the show.
All right. Radio.
Yes.
.org.
.org.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Got it. Got it. You know, I'm on late night on WBLS. I'm going to wake you up in the middle of the night. You know that?
That's fine.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm always up thinking. There's no time for sleep.
Thank you so much. Give her a big round of applause. She has lots of charisma. Charisma Dizzoni, MPA entrepreneur, speaker, coach, radio host on
caribvoiceradio.org.
There you go.